You're a disease, and I'm the cure.
Your dad's action movies with The Angry Dad.
How do you like your ribs?
Can you fly, Bobby?
Clarence, no!
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
All right, we are talking Action Jackson. All right, this is CarlsWeathers. I want to say his first leading action role, not his first starring role, but his first leading action role. And I'm just going to read the synopsis from the internet itself. It says, due to the use of excessive force in arrest of a sexual predator, Detective Lieutenant Jericho Action Jackson CarlsWeathers is demoted to sergeant. What's worse, the father of the man he roughed up, a Detroit industrialist, Peter Dellaplane, played by Craig T. Nelson, declares war on Action Jackson, framing him for a murder of his own wife, Patricia, played by Sharon Stone, I want to add. But Jericho managed to elude arrest, and with the help of a drug-addicted singer, Sydney, played by Vanity. For those who didn't know, Vanity was also the girl from The Last Dragon, goes after Dellaplane. All right, this movie right here, basically has the complete cast of Predators. Any 80s, 90s action movie, stuntman, single man, henchman, someone who played in the background. This has everybody in that list. I'm talking about, this is like one of those roles where they're like, gather every bad guy that's been in any movie. Let's put them all in one movie, and then they're all going to die. That's just basically what this is. CarlsWeathers comes in here, everybody dies. It even has a Pontiac Fiero getting driven through a house to end the climactic scene of what the fuck happens. Also, too, for those who don't know, Craig T. Nelson, he's coach. He plays the man coach. He plays in so many TV shows, movies, all this stuff. Recently, probably noticed he was the one of the boyfriends of the grandma in Young Shelton. This guy, I don't believe him to be a villain. He just doesn't have that feel. It just feels awkward. All right. There's also a martial arts scene where all of a sudden he's beating everybody up because he fucking practices martial arts. He's like this secret fucking, martial artist in this movie, which, there's got to be a couple of them, But the thing is, it's star-studded. In my eyes, it's star-studded. It has a list of almost everybody that's ever been in action movies, and I greatly appreciate it because for a work of art in an action movie, this has all the tropes. This has all the leading action. This has everything that can happen, will happen, and that does happen in an action movie in this. All right, there's a whole bunch of one-liners. They go off seamlessly, perfectly timed, completely set up. You know what I'm saying? People being blown up, guns never running out of ammo, jumping out of buildings, tossing people through buildings. All right. It's just one of those things, it just has a little bit of everything. And, it's a well-rounded movie, and I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy these movies. These are my go-tos. These are things I like to put on and just like, yep, this is happening. All right. This is Action Jackson with CarlsWeathers. It's a masterpiece in the making. You know what I'm saying? This movie should have a lot more pull than it should. This came out in 1988. All right. It's February 12th, 1980. Box office. It made $65 million in the US. All right. And that's CarlsWeathers pulling out. Sharon fucking Stone was in this movie. And, she has a small role. She plays a couple of scenes and she dies in the movie. But the thing is, it's just so hilarious that so many people are in this movie and it just gets kind of walked over. But the thing is, like I said, CarlsWeathers, Vanity, Sharon Stone, Craig T. Nelson, Billy Duke, Robert DeVay, Thomas F. Wilson, all right, Roger Aaron Brown, Stan Foster, Mary Ellen, Dennis Haid, Ed O'Ross. Come on, Ed O'Ross, always a great villain in this movie. He died really quick, though. Robert Lee Meyer, David Grin Else, all right, L Long. That guy is in every 80s, 90s action movie as a henchman. And you know what? You know, he's just one of those guys that you love to see. All right. Nicholas Worth, he played in I'm trying to think of it who he played in, because he played in Darkman. That's the movie I think I remember him in, is in Darkman. All right. And then Brascombe Richard, I'm probably completely butchering his name, but I don't give a fuck. But I always remember him from playing in Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas. He was like his best friend in that movie. You know, there's so many people that are in this movie, and there's so many people that aren't even mentioned in the cast too. And the thing is this is just one of those ones that, you know, if you love action movies, you love movies from this time and age that are just fucking badass like that. Well, guess what? Action Jackson is definitely the one for you. 1988 action crime. It's an hour and 36 minutes, and it's a good watch. All right, it's a good watch. I watched it on Amazon Prime. I got a free code to watch it, so I definitely watched it on there. This is something I would definitely purchase. Didn't have to purchase it because I got it for free. So it is what it is. But if you haven't seen Action Jackson, make sure you get your ass out there and check it out. You know, it's just one of those ones that have everything that needs to happen in an action movie, that's supposed to happen in an action movie, and I enjoyed it a lot. So if you want to see Action Jackson, it is Angry Dad approved for your dad's action movies. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching. Make sure you check it the fuck out, and I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Fuck.
The disease, and I'm the cure.
Your dad's action movies with the Angry Dad.
How do you like your ribs?
Can you fly, Bobby?
Clarence, no!
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.